the second example of the polar form of complex number. So we have the basic summation and difference of the two complex numbers. So basically, we just write them like this: 8 angle 25 plus 4 angle 60 degrees. Actually, it's quite complicated. Okay, so take note of this. Polar form is not good for if you want to solve it using manual or solve it manually. So for polar, it's better if you use it for multiplication or division, and then for sum or addition or subtraction, I would recommend rectangular form. Okay, because it's easier. Okay, in that case, but in this case I'd like you to see how it goes. So basically we just need to convert this one 8, or from the previous example we know that this is 8 cosine 25 degrees for the real part of this complex number z1 plus j8 sine 25 degrees. So this is actually your z1. Okay, and then plus the 4 cosine 60 plus j 4 sine 60 degrees. Okay, so this is for your z2. Okay, you just manually solve it. Okay, you can use your calculator, solve that one. But if you notice, it's a bit difficult, no? So while solving, okay, so you have here 11.50. Actually, you will have first the rectangular form, which is 9.25 plus j 6.8, and then you convert that one to polar, and you know how to do it. You simply take the Pythagorean theorem, or the sum of the square root, 9.25 squared plus 6.85 squared, and then take the square root of that sum. Okay, so, and then that's your r, and then get the theta. So if you do that, you will have this 11.5, 51 angle 36.5. Okay, so you see how complicated summation for polar forms. And the same is true for the division, difference, the difference of 4 minus, 4 angle 60 degrees minus 8 angle 25 degrees. So the same process in the above. So it's kind of complicated, but yeah, we can do that. Okay, so if you follow the same steps here, so you will end up negative 5.25 plus j 0.083. Okay, and then you need to convert it to polar form again. Okay, so you have 5.25 angle 179 degrees. Okay, so you have the two solutions. As I said, you need to convert it first to rectangular before you can solve it back to polar. So as I said, this is the recommended steps if you're doing a product or division, multiplication or division. Use polar form. Later we will explain the third example, how to multiply polar form complex numbers. Okay, so for the sum and subtraction, it's better if you do it with rectangular form. Okay, now let's try our calculator. Okay, so we have here our calculator. Okay, and then so first um, 8. But if you have a calculator, you don't need to worry whether you're going to solve it using rectangular or polar form, okay, because the calculator can automate that one. Okay, plus 4 angle 60. Okay, so I've written that one. So okay, so 8 plus 25, so angle 25 plus 4 angle 60. So if you don't know how to do this, go back to the previous lecture, and I showed there how to do this. Okay, then press equals, and then the default is the rectangular form. Now take note, if you encounter this value here and you don't want to, you want to see the remaining decimal points, you need to press this one, S and S angle D, this one here. Okay, this button, so that you will see the other digits. So you see the display 9.25 plus 6.85, rounded off 885. Okay, so J, which is the same as our result in the sum of G1 and G2. Now how about the subtraction? Okay, so we just simply edit this one. Okay, minus, okay, 4 angle 60 minus 8 angle, sorry, that should be 25. Okay, so you see here first the rectangular form, because this is the default. Actually you can change that one, okay, the default, but you don't need to do that. Okay, you can easily transfer that one to polar form. Shift complex and then press number 3, and then the answer change to polar form. Then you want to see the remaining value of your angle, so you press SD. Okay, so then you have the same result as what we have solved. Okay, so that's it. So you don't need to worry whether you are going to use polar or rectangular, either multiplication or whatever basic math operation, as long as you have your calculator. Okay, you just need to do some practice how to solve using your calculator.